Walking into Brackeen Motors is like walking back in time to a place where car shopping was less battle and more about catching up with a friendly salesman who sold you your first, second, and third cars. The dealership was started in 1958 by Bob Brackeen, is that correct? A former Studebaker dealer.
Dad bought the Buick dealership in '58, moved here from Fort Smith, and opened the store in the same building that the Buick store was in, downtown Shawnee.
It almost closed for good when a tornado struck Shawnee in 1970, killing several people. The tragedy did not spare the Brackeen family.
In October of '70, we had a tornado in Shawnee that killed 2 employees in our store.
Bob Brackeen's son still remembers well what happened that fateful day.
Glass windows on the showroom were vibrating, and the rain was blowing straight in the garage door, and I just remember going over to close the garage door, and one of the employees said, "No, don't do that. It might be a tornado." You know, that's the first thing I thought. That's the first time I thought about that. So we left it open, and I just walked down the service drive, and it was like you've always heard of the train coming. It was exactly what it sounded like, and it just completely lifted the roof up and then dropped it down.
Gary Brackeen rebuilt the dealership, even though his father preferred to shut it down.
We built this dealership out here, and I designed the building and everything, and we moved in it in June of '71. We tripled or quadrupled our car sales the first month.
Brackeen Motors thrived over the next 30 years. And after Bob Brackeen passed away, Gary Brackeen assumed he would be able to leave the dealership to his son. But then the letter, the one dreaded by so many General Motors dealers, arrived informing Brackeen he would lose his franchise in October 2010. He's unsure of what lies ahead. Do you think that in 10 years there'll be a lot of family, small-town dealerships left? I mean, is there still a place for them in this world?
I think so. It's probably one of the few things that it's kind of one of the few businesses that might survive that, because it's always been smaller towns have always been kind of that way, and it's always worked, and I think it probably will continue to work. There may be a lot less of them, but I think it'll work.
One must wonder, are we seeing this family business slip away from a 4th-generation car dealer?